Hi, welcome back, Scorpio. This is your Tarotscope reading for January the 13th through to the 19th, 2014. So, a really good mix of cards this week for us. We start out with the Five of Wands, which tells me that relationships, people in our lives, partnerships, associations, we're really going to be standing up to our truth right now and where we need to go in our lives and not let other people hold us back so much from accomplishing what we need to accomplish in order to go forward. So I see a lot of struggles and some balance really needing to come into play with your relationships. Is it a good relationship? Is it a bad relationship? I hate to use good and bad. I really think that what gives you balance, what defines you as a person, how you accept things done to you, if it's allowed, if it isn't allowed, your reasonings behind it. Really go inside and get into the truth of the matter of where your heart leads you, with what people, and for what reasons. You really need to get out there and communicate and, get together with some like-minded people. But also you need to go inward and really find out that part that gives you balance. Now, we're not going to be in this energy too much longer, I don't think, of having to define our balance and looking inward and dusting off those boxes and really rehashing a lot of past actions and whatnot in order to move forward. Okay? So we have the Ten of Swords, and when most people look at this card, they kind of, it dredges up a small fear, because there we lay and we look crumpled in the swords in our back. And I really view this for you a different way. It looks like you finally made it to the end. I mean, you had to pull your body literally right over that finish line, but you made it. And here in the back, not in your back, but behind you, is almost like a wall of security. And all those swords are lessons that you've learned along the way, and those lessons are going to give you your knowledge that you need in order to propel you forward on your path. So lessons aren't a good thing or a bad thing. They're just that. They're just lessons. And I think we're nearing the end of actually having to pull up those lessons and really analyze them and seeing how they can work for us into the future. I think you've come to a point where you know what the lessons are, and you can use that for your strength to go forward. You have the strength right at your back this coming week. And I think it's really pertaining to this week where you're going to need that strength. You're going to need that strength to define yourself publicly. You're going to need that strength to define yourself inwardly. You've tamed the lion, though. You have your back to the lion. You shouldn't have fears, as everybody has fears, but you shouldn't be letting the past beat you up, but move forward with your past. New ambitions, new roads, new identity for yourself. Really becoming yourself. I think this card has been up 3 weeks in a row for you now. And it's all about going through the portal. Remember, mid-December I pulled the rune for going through your portal, and we weren't there yet. And an accelerated process of getting to that point where we're at our gateway and we're looking at our future and just taking the initial steps to cross over that gateway and becoming the new us, standing in our new truth, defining ourselves to the world based on our truth. Excuse me. Two of Swords. There's a decision coming. Very important that you don't really follow what you can see and what you hear as the tangible aspects of the opportunities that's coming in your life. You really need to go inward. You're blindfolded in this picture, okay, which tells me that your senses are really going to be no value to you when you're looking forward on which direction you should take, what path you should take. Go inside. what is your gut saying? Is it giving you balance? Do you see yourself happy, or do you have this overwhelming fear and just a pulling down of your energy when you think about it? That is what you should be basing your next step on, not whether or not everybody else thinks it's good for you. Or I do see life getting very busy for you. Okay, a little chaotic. You need that centered focus. Life is going to try and pull you in every way possible, and you're going to have the focus to go forward. Remember, we're in the last week of Capricorn, so this is the last little opportunity we have to really fine-tune those plans that we've got for our future. I mean, are we dreaming big enough? Like, that's a huge question for you. I mean, dream big enough and stop worrying. You've got all the tools you need to go on and be successful. All the tools. You don't need anything else. You've learned the lessons. You've got the knowledge and the wisdom. And this is really overshadowing the next couple of months for you. So really pay close attention to your gut and what your gut's trying to tell you, your heart, what your heart's trying to tell you. The universe, your God, spirit guides, angels, they're all trying to send you messages, and you know, it's up to you to clarify what that message is, and then you'll have new thoughts on what you want to do in your life, where you want to go, what your house looks like, what your bank statement looks like, what your crowd of friends look like. I mean, are we getting together with like-minded people? So that we can celebrate on their victories, they can celebrate ours, and just raise our energy level that much higher. I do see you entering new partnerships, maybe a new love, a new special someone, maybe getting that little spark going for a relationship that you're in that is stagnant, rejoicing in your relationships and enjoying the people around you and finding out how they give you balance and how they add to your life. And also look to see if there's someone in your life that's taking advantage of you and taking too much. And it's really this time to look inwardly and really contemplate your approach on that person, and you know, whether or not they give your life value. And if they don't give you value, it's time to move on. Not only do we have the Two of Cups here, but we also have the Lovers. So this tells me a lot about your relationships and special relationships, special bonds, unity between souls, and really looking at those relationships and really finding out what works and doesn't work, what you will allow, what you won't allow, what gives you balance, what gives you happiness, what gives you peace of mind in a relationship, and then going for those goals in a relationship. I see a lot happening for you, a lot of excitement. You're on a new path of thoughts and dreams and aspirations, and I mean, make that dream big enough. The universe is listening to you right now. They want to know what you want, so tell them. You know, they can't do much unless we ask for their help, and why do it alone? I mean, it's not us doing it anyway, so, I mean, it's so hard when we try and do it alone, instead of just asking for the universe to come down and help us, lead us to that special someone, lead us to like-minded people. I think you have a fabulous reading. Also, there may be travel coming. Now, this could be travel with your voice as well. You could be, with the internet these days, you can travel across the globe and back without ever leaving your home. And I think, you know, you really need to look at how you're networking yourself. Maybe travel, maybe a little bit of short distance travel, maybe planning a trip, rewarding yourself for all your past trials and having to have the strength and all the challenges you've gone through. Maybe it's time to plan a small trip for yourself, a small vacation before you come back and set upon this new journey of yours. So, Scorpio, until next week, thank you for all of your likes, your views. Welcome new subscribers. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next week, I love you.